Okay. So last class we discussed about MongoDB. Okay, so for MongoDB, so it's a NoSQL database. That means MongoDB doesn't support a SQL language. It's not a RDBMS product. For any RDBMS product, for any RDBMS product should support which language? SQL language. So here we are saying NoSQL database. So NoSQL database means NoSQL database. What are the NoSQL databases? MongoDB, Cassandra, and DynamoDB, and RedisDB. So there are many databases available. These all are, we can say, NoSQL database. Means this database doesn't support SQL language. Then which language is going to support for these all the databases? JSON language. JSON is like similar kind of JavaScript language. So for all the database, so RDBMS, what are the RDBMS products? PostgreSQL, Oracle, MS SQL, then MySQL. So these all are RDBMS products, Relational Database Management System. In RDBMS, every product that should support SQL language. But here we can say these all are NoSQL database. That means these all the database we are saying NoSQL database means there is no SQL. This database doesn't support SQL language. So then which language is going to support JSON? JSON. So last class we discussed about what is the JSON and what is the how we can write the JSON. So JSON, so we are writing the code in format of JSON. MongoDB internally it convert to BSON. JavaScript object notation, that is a JSON stand for. BSON binary of JSON. BSON means binary of JSON. So BSON, why MongoDB convert? We are writing the code into JSON language. MongoDB internally convert to JSON to BSON. Means for BSON, it will support more data types compared to JSON. And also the query processing less time compared to JSON. So MongoDB internally can store the data in the form of BSON, but users they have to write the code in JSON language only. Okay, so this is about the last we discussed about JSON. So it internally convert to BSON. Okay, so let's see. So how to install the same? If you go to any database, the same topics are there. In PostgreSQL, what are the topics? So installation, yes. What are the types of installation? Types of installation. Let's say in Postgres, what are the types of installation? Yes, tell me.
Source code,
Okay, so in
method,
Windows, what is the method?
GU method.
GUI, graphical user interface.
GUI.
If we go to any database in Windows, the same method only we are using. But for MongoDB, you have to download the MongoDB software. You have to follow GUI method. For PostgreSQL, you have to download the Postgres software. But the method name is same. GUI. We know GUI. What is the GUI? How to do the installation? So with the help of mouse, I can do anything. That is the GUI method, graphical user interface. So in Linux, what are the methods available in Postgres? Source
Source
code
code,
method, hmm.
M method,
M method,
RPM method.
RPM method. So in MongoDB also the same type of methods available. Don't confuse. In MongoDB also any database. Yes. If you go to any database, Oracle, Mongo, MySQL, whatever, the installation methods are same. If it is Windows, we have to follow GUI method only. That is graphical user interface. Okay. So then next in Linux platform. So there is a Postgres. In case Postgres, there is source code method, M method, RPM method. In Postgres, in MongoDB also the same methods are there. So what is the we know difference between source and M method and M and RPM. So when we can use M method, when we can use M method, yes, when we can use M method. Okay. So when we can go for M method.
Internet connection available.
Yeah, yes. That answer you have to that answer should come from all of you. If you don't have internet connection, are you able to install Postgres with M method? Any database, not only Postgres. If it is Postgres, database, Oracle, whatever. M method when you can go for. If you have internet connection, then go for M method because it has internally connect to website. Then it has to download the repository. Then from repository it has to install the software. Yes, that confidence, that answer you have to tell. If you perfect in the Postgres, other DB is it's a very easy. It's don't think about okay we are learning other DB, not other DB. It's a database engineer. You are not a Postgres DBA. Nowadays, people called as a database engineer, not a specific DBA, Oracle DBA, not MongoDB. Database engineer means that is a designation. Database engineer means you have to support all the databases. If you tell I don't know Mongo, I don't know Oracle, then immediately they can focus on other profiles. That is the situation nowadays. Because all the database it's same terminology, same topics. The functionality is same, the commands are same, the commands are different. That's why we have to get hands-on experience at least minimum two databases. If you have three databases, that will be very good. At least two database. Only one database, yes, it's tough to get the job. It takes time. Yes, we can. They also get the job, but maybe after 6 months, after 1 year. If you have two databases, yes, more chances are there to get the job. If you know three databases, yes, that is the very good profile. So that is your based on your intention, based on your interest. There is no mandatory. So if you want to get the job immediately, very less time, then you have to start. You have to start other DB along with Postgres. You have to full fledged. It's not a big. It's not like Java. It's not like other programming languages. Okay. So let's see. So yeah, that's the installation types. Okay, so we'll install MongoDB on Windows today. In Windows, any database in Windows, which method we have to follow? GUI, graphical user interface. So what is the difference between GUI and command prompt? Yes. What is the difference between GUI method and command prompt? Yeah, Arish.
Yeah, we can able to see the UI in the GUI. And when coming to this Linux and command line prompt, we are not going to see any physical system in the sense we cannot able to see.
The voice is low, too
Only
low.
we can able to only command.
Just a single line. Anyone can give the answer with a single line. What is the difference between GUI and a command prompt and a GUI mode? Yes, Anil? Anyone?
GUI has tools
Yeah, with a
which is
single line,
using
just give me the difference between GUI and a command prompt.
GUI is a database access and command line mode is a
No.
just commands, sir. Working to
So
commands.
GUI means with the help of mouse, you can do nest and finish the installation. No need to give any command. No need to type any command. Just double click on the software, click on nest and finish. With the help of mouse with a single finger. we can install any database. That is the GUI mode. It doesn't require any command to install software. That could be anything, VLC player, Windows Media Player, whatever the software, VLC player. How much easy to install? If it is command prompt for to install the database, we have to give the commands sequence, command 1, command 2, like that we have to follow the sequence, we have to give the command. That is the difference between GUI and command mode. Command mode, you have to give the command properly, then only it will install smoothly. GUI means just download the software, double click on the software, click on next. Tomorrow you can install VLC player, download and install VLC player. I think all are we used previous before smartphone. In the desktop, I used VLC player many times to play the songs. Whenever we do OS operating system, we install OS Windows, then we have to install VLC player. It's a mandatory. It should available in the system. Now we have mobiles, yes, that experience no one getting. So that is the difference between GUI and commands. Small question they can ask in interview. Yes, that give your experience, that give your past experience. How much experience? How much you are familiar with the database? That's not a technical. No one teaches. That's like a common question. Okay, so let's say today we'll install MongoDB in Windows platform. In Windows, for any database, which method we have to follow? That is GUI, graphical user interface. Graphical user interface. Yes. So GUI means GUI stands for graphical user interface. GUI interface. User interface. So why we can say GUI means with the help of mouse we can install. Just next and finish. We'll see how it is. Okay. So yes. Okay. Let's see on Windows. So this is the platform support. These are the in Windows. What are the operating systems MongoDB support? So currently MongoDB version is 8.0. MongoDB, the latest version is 8.0. The major version is 8. So yes, the MongoDB available in community version as well as enterprise edition. Enterprise means it's a licensed one. Community means without license. So Windows Server 2022. So there is a server edition also there in Windows operating system. In real time, if the database is there in the Windows environment, they should use server edition, not Windows 11, not Windows 10. Windows 11 we are using, just we have to use login purpose only, laptop. Once login, if they maintain database in Windows environment, they have to use server edition, Windows Server 2019, Windows Server 2016, Windows Server 2022, like that. So server edition, real time, they have to use, if they want to use database in Windows environment, they have to use a server edition, Windows Server 2022. Windows 11, yes, Windows 11 also, it will support, but it's not recommended to use a real-time database under Windows 11, Windows 10 operating system. So only these two operating systems should support 64-bit version only. It doesn't support 32-bit. Nowadays, all the softwares should support 64-bit only. So these are the Windows operating systems. MongoDB, it will support. So let's say I want to install a MongoDB. We have to download the software first. Where we can download? If it is a Postgres, where you can download? If it is a PostgreSQL, where you can download? postgresql.org. Yes or no? This is the website where we can download PostgreSQL community version. The same way we are using same community version and enterprise edition. Because the MongoDB corporation, they will give both the editions, community version and enterprise edition. So you have to utilize, you have to go to this website, www.mongodb.com. That is the website of MongoDB. So there we can download the software for community version or enterprise edition, whatever you want. Then there you can get the documentation also same. Postgres also we can get the documentation. We can get the versions information, everything. If you require something for MongoDB community version, MongoDB enterprise edition information, you have to visit this website. Okay. For PostgreSQL, this is the website. That's it. www.postgresql.org. This is for only community version of PostgreSQL. But here, MongoDB corporation itself, it will give the enterprise edition as well as community version. If you need community version, there is no support. Yes, we know that. We discussed in the Postgres. If it is enterprise, we get the vendor support and also we get the some additional features compared to community version. That is the advantage of enterprise edition. So let's see. Let's go and download first. Okay. So yes, just www.mongodb.com. So this is the, you can see here. So if you want to get the documentation, yes, click on documentation. Suppose I want to download the software, go to the products. Go to the products. Suppose enterprise advanced, I want to download enterprise edition. Or if you want to download a community version, click on this products. Once visit this website. So there is a products are there. Means so MongoDB, enterprise product, community, database product, like this. So if you want to download enterprise, click on enterprise advanced. Come down. So you can see here, enterprise advanced. Click here. Yes. So this is the page it came. So now you can see left side. These are the products available. MongoDB Atlas, MongoDB Enterprise Advanced, MongoDB Enterprise Server. So under MongoDB Enterprise Advanced, these are the components available. Enterprise Server Edition. I need server software only. So MongoDB Ops Manager. Yes, we'll see what is the Ops Manager. MongoDB Controller. So if you want to download MongoDB Community Edition, click on Community Edition. Clear? How to navigate? So here, go to the products, click here, Enterprise Advanced, then come down, click on the Enterprise Advanced. Yes, it will went to the MongoDB Enterprise Server because we click on that only. Okay, here, so we want to download the software, Enterprise Server software. So what is the current version, latest version? The current, it's saying 8.3.7. That is the current version. That is a current version. If anyone asks what is the MongoDB latest version, exact major version is 8. What is the exact version? 8.3.7. So the previous version 8.2.12. So yes, you can download anything. Suppose I want to download 7.0. I want to download 7.0.39. So platform where you want to install this MongoDB, Windows 64-bit or Linux. So based on the platform, you have to select Mac OS, Debian. These are all operating systems it will support. So I want to install MongoDB Enterprise Edition in the Windows platform only as of now. Then select the Windows 64-bit. So package, can say. So this is available in MSI.zip format. It is available zip format and .msi. I want to download this one, .msi. Click on download. So while after click on download, you have to give some details. So business email, you can give your Gmail ID. So name, you can give Gmail ID, name. Okay. So company, you can give any name. This is mandatory fields. You can give any company name. Business phone number. Yes, you can give wrong number. Okay. So your name also you can give. That's fine. Select a function. What is your job role in the IBM company? You can select anything. So select the country. Yes, India. You can say click here. You can submit. It's going to start download. You can say thank you for downloading. You can say one download in progress. So this is how we download. The same way we download Postgres also. Yes or no? Any differences compared to Postgres database software download and MongoDB software download. The website is different and the navigation is different. The same functionality, same method we are using. Clear? Any queries from anyone as of now? Can see it's going to download. MongoDB Windows, for Windows 64-bit we selected operating system. If you select Red Hat Linux, here the operating system, it will give the name based on your platform selected. Enterprise 7.0.39.msi file. Clear? So this is how we can download MongoDB, what our enterprise are. Suppose if you want a community edition, yes, click on community edition. Then here, so yes, you can say community server, select the version, which version you want to, MongoDB community download. Yes, select the packages. You can say, so which version you want to, suppose 8.0. So package with a zip folder or MSI. MSI is the best one. It gets single file. You can just double click on the download file. You can click on download. Yes, that one also going to download. This is how you can download, whether it is community or MongoDB community or enterprise edition. So in case of Postgres EDB software, if you want to download, you have to go to EDB website. Here, the same website, because MongoDB is a IT software company which is providing community version as well as enterprise version. The same website you can download which one you want. If you want to go with the license one, yes, go to for enterprise. If you don't want to license, download for community version. Clear? Yeah. So once download, yes, once download, you can say. So we know that this is the navigation to download. Select the pack, you can say. Yes or no? Click on products, enterprise, advanced or community edition, then come down last, click on like the same thing I given here. Finally, we download the software. Next. So how to install? How to install MongoDB software? MongoDB software. So let's say just double click on software which you downloaded. Just double click on it. Double click on it. So let's go and see. You can see still it's downloading. Okay. So I already downloaded. Okay, I keep somewhere. Let's go to you can see this is the I download and I copy here. Okay. So you can say MongoDB 8.2.1 last time I downloaded. Okay. So you can download any version. This is the zip file. This is the .msi file. If you select the zip like this, we get. If you select .msi like this, we get. So always you can go for .msi. Any or whether it is zip or MSI. Yes, but this is the recommended download software. .msi method package. So once you download, yes, you can keep somewhere because in downloads maybe sometimes you can delete. So go to create the one folder MongoDB software for Windows operating system. Keep the folder, keep the software. This is the server software, MongoDB server software. How to install? Just double click on this. Let's see. You can say preparing to install. So once just double click on this software. So in Postgres, if you want to install, what we require? Data directory required, home location required, and also there is a one super user is created, and also some default database created. So in MongoDB also any database to functioning properly, it's required predefined metadata, predefined tables. In Postgres, tell me some predefined metadata tables. Yeah. In Postgres, tell me some predefined metadata tables. Just tell me one table. Yeah, Harish. Question to you. Just give me one table metadata predefined table name.
PG database, PG table space.
Yes. Good.
PG_settings.
So those all are predefined metadata. We are not created those tables. Those created system itself when you install the database. It has to create it. That is the predefined tables required for any database functioning properly. In MongoDB also, it has to install predefined metadata. Okay. So let's see. So server name. Okay, this is the home location. By default, MongoDB home location. Postgres also the same location, yes or no? C program files, then Postgres SQL, then version number, like this. So MongoDB default home, if you install MongoDB Windows platform, this is the default home location. If you install any software, where it has to install under C program files only. Under program files, to identify it's created on folder MongoDB. Then this is the server software. Then create one more folder under MongoDB server. Under server, which version? It's created one more folder 8.3. This is the home location for MongoDB. In case of Postgres, tell me.
Slash user slash
PostgreSQL.
user slash local slash.
No, Windows platform. I am saying we are discussing Windows, right?
Yes, sorry, sir.
Postgres SQL, whatever. If you install 16, this is the Postgres home location. You can compare with the Postgres. That will be easy. Okay. So in case of Windows, if you install MongoDB, here also we require data directory. What is the purpose of data directory? Anywhere, MongoDB or Postgres? What is the purpose of data directory, Anil? Anil Panda.
Yeah, it stores data.
Stores?
Data.
Data files and the configuration files.
Configuration files. Yes.
Inside the data directory, if you go to CD data directory, there we can see some data files and the configuration files. What is the configuration file? Main configuration file in PostgreSQL? What is the file name?
PostgreSQL.config file and PGHBA config.
Yeah. So there are 4 to 5 files are there .config extension. Out of this, most parameter file, configuration file, PostgreSQL.config.conf. And also pg_sba.conf. The same way in MongoDB also required one data directory. Here also it's created a default 3 databases in MongoDB. Those 3 databases, it has some predefined tables are there. So to store those predefined metadata backend form of data files, we required one data directory, the same home location inside data. Yes, sir. In Postgres also, what is the default data directory in Windows? Tell me. /data, sir. No. In Postgres SQL, if you install Windows, what is the data directory? The same. MongoDB also same. This is the home location. Under home location, it create data folder. This location they're going to use data directory for MongoDB. Okay. So what is the default log location in MongoDB? Postgres SQL. /log. Yes or no? In Postgres SQL, same data directory, inside data directory, there is a log folder will be created. All the log files will be created under this location. Yes or no? The same way here also the same. Server 8.3, there is a log folder is there. This is the log directory, default log directory, default data directory, default home location. In case of, if you install MongoDB in Windows platform, there is a server name will be created in MongoDB. What is the server name? MongoDB. Clear? Default home location, data directory, log directory. For any database, we require data directory to store data files and the config files. We require log location to generate the log files. We require home location. What is the purpose of home location? What is the purpose of home location? Madhu? Madhu.
Store the installation parts, sir. Installation files and directory.
Install Postgres software. It has to install software.
Yes, sir.
That software means it contains binaries and
Binaries and
libraries.
libraries.
All the binaries where it has stored, where it has installed all the binaries
Inside of the home
Default of
location only.
PHP, sir.
under bin folder. Under bin.
Yes, sir.
All the libraries where it has to install
Under folder.
under lib.
Bin folder, sir.
Under
Lib.
lib. Okay. Yeah. The same way, this here also the home location is the purpose of home location is same for any database. To install the software, that's it. The software contains binaries and libraries. Okay. So in MongoDB also there is a 3 database created by default. If you install anywhere, that could be Windows, that could be Linux, that could be Mac OS. There is a 3 database will be created. What are those? Admin, config, local. In Postgres, what are those created? Postgres, template 0, template 1, template 0. In MongoDB, these are the 3 default database going to create automatically. Admin database, config database, local database. Clear? These are the default 3 database created. This is the default home location, data directory logged in. So what is the default port number for PostgreSQL? What is the default
5432.
5432. In MongoDB, this is the default standard port number 27017. So when you install MongoDB, it assign one default port number, that is a 27017. 5432. It's a 4-digit. Here 5-digit number 27017. That is the default port number. Default user, there is no default user. It's not created any user in MongoDB. Because authentication is disabled by default. When you enable authentication, that time we have to create the user. By default, no user is created. So this is about MongoDB. If you install MongoDB, anywhere, this is the information. Home location, data directory, log directory, default databases, default port number, default user. Any confused, any queries as of now? Anyone?
No, sir.
No, right? Okay. Okay. Let's go and install. Okay. So once install Postgres, any database, how to connect the database? How to connect the database, Anil? What are the how to
Shell.
connect the database?
In Postgres, we connect to Putty client.
Okay. What are
client
the
software.
types of methods? How to connect the database? Types of methods to connect any DB.
From Linux,
Whatever. How from Linux how to connect? From Windows how to connect? What are the types of methods to connect any DB?
we use host IP address.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Once install the database, Postgres, Mongo, whatever. There is a 2 methods are there to connect the database. What are those methods? One is command line mode. In Postgres, every class we are saying, if you go back and play the Postgres installation Windows method, there also same thing we discussed. How to connect the DB, any database. 2 methods are there, command line mode and GUI mode. In command line mode, PostgreSQL, what is the utility we can use?
PSK.
That's
PSK.
all.
PHP.
In PostgreSQL, in command line mode, how to connect the database? What is the utility we can use?
PSK.
PSQL. In case of command line mode, that command line mode means in Windows, what is the command line mode? CMD. In Linux, that is the command. So in Linux, if you want to connect, that is the command mode. So there, how to connect the database using pSQL. That is the utility. If you want to connect the database GUI mode, Postgres, how to connect to GUI mode?
PG admins.
PG admin. Yes. So the same way here MongoDB, we are using Mongo SH utility instead of pSQL. Instead of pSQL, we are using Mongo SH. This is the utility. Yes. We have to use this utility to connect the database in case of command line mode. In case of GUI mode, what is the utility we can use? Compass. MongoDB Compass. So Compass equal to PG admin. Mongo SH equal to pSQL. Clear? Mongo SH, it's a client tool. What is the client tool for MongoDB? Now tell me, what is the client tools for MongoDB?
Command line.
Client tools for MongoDB. In command line mode, Mongo SH is the client tool. In GI mode, Compass is the client tool. For PostgreSQL, pSQL is the client tool. PGAdmin is the client tool for GI mode. For Mongo, we are using this one. In case of GUI method, we are using Mongo Compass. Clear? Okay. Okay, let's go and install. So we know how to download the software. After downloading, if you install MongoDB, what is the home location default? What is the default data directory? How many database create? What is the default user? What is the default port number? If you install MongoDB, how to connect the MongoDB database? What are the client tools? These all are we know. So let's once double click on the software, click on next. You have to accept this software. For any software, VLC player also you have to click on accept. Then click on next. Can say complete software I want to install. Choose setup type, custom or complete. Complete setup. So this can say install MongoDB as a service. So can say so run service as a network service. Yes, just click on next only. No need to give. Just a service name. It's going to create service name MongoDB. Data directory. It takes a default data directory. If you want to change default directory, yes, you can change. Log directory, the same location. This is the home location. Inside the home location, there is a data folder create. That is for data directory. Log folder, log directory. Click on next. So install MongoDB Compass. So when you install Postgres database, it's going to install PGAdmin also? Yes or no? You will install the Postgres in Windows environment along with the Postgres software. Are you going to install PGAdmin also? Is possible? Harish?
Yes, sir.
Huh? It's going
Yes,
to
sir. Yes, sir.
PGAdmin also or not? Anyone?
It's going to install.
Along with the software, PGAdmin also going to install. So the same way here MongoDB server software we are going to install. Along with MongoDB server software, there is a GUI tool Compass. If you want to install Compass also, your default is selected. If you don't want to install, you can uncheck. If you uncheck means it's not going to install MongoDB Compass software. I need Compass also, GUI tool also. Click on next. Click on install. So now it's going to installing MongoDB 8.3.4 Enterprise Edition. So it installing server software. Along with server software, it installing Compass also. Compass is the GUI tool equal to PGAdmin. Mongo SH is the utility, means it's a client tool for command line mode, which is equal to pSQL. Okay. Any queries from anyone? It's installing the software. Okay. So when you install the MongoDB server software, we can install Compass also, but Mongo SH, it's a Mongo SH, it's a tool we have to install separately. It's not installing with part of MongoDB software. That's we have to remember. In case of Postgres, pSQL is the utility. It can install with a part of Postgres server software. But in case of MongoDB, when you install MongoDB server software, it's not going to install Mongo SH because it's a client tool. We have to install, we have to download separately, we have to install separately. If you want to connect the database using command line mode, you have to use Mongo SH. Clear? Okay. So let's see. It's installing. Let's see Mongo SH how to download. Okay, somewhere I written, but let's see. Here you can say. So click on tools. Mongo SH is the one of the tool. We required to connect the database using client tool, command line mode. We required Mongo SH. You can say MongoDB shell. MongoDB shell. What is the MongoDB shell means? Mongo SH. Okay. So you can say the left side MongoDB Compass. If you want to download Compass separately, yes, we can download. We can download install separately if you want to. MongoDB shell means Mongo SH. Mongo SH. Okay. So let's say this is the Mongo SH latest version 2.9.2. So where we want to install on Windows platform only. So can say which I need a MSI format only. Click on download. It's going to download the Mongo SH. This Mongo SH MongoDB shell. It's under tools. We can download. Choose the tools. There we can download this MongoDB shell. MongoDB shell means Mongo SH. Okay. So let's say yes, it's downloaded. Mongo, we can say Mongo SH 2.9.2. This is the client tool. We have to download install separately. It's not part of MongoDB server software like Postgres. In Postgres we can get pSQL, but here it's not getting Mongo SH. We have to download and install separately. Let's wait. Once this finish, we can install Mongo SH, then we can connect and see. Just next another 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Clear? Any queries from anyone? You can say download, install Mongo SH client. Direct you can download, click on tools, select MongoDB shell, select below. Current version, platform, package type, MSI. So we select MSI, then download. We downloaded. Okay, clear? Okay, by default, when install Mongo SH, default location, this is the default location. When install Mongo SH, default it will be installed inside this location. Once install Mongo SH also, we can connect the database, open the command prompt. You can use simple just Mongo SH. It's connect the database with the command line mode. If you want to connect the database via GUI mode, you have to open the Compass. There we have to connect the database using port number and host name. You can see this is the command line mode. Simple, just open the command prompt, give the Mongo SH. It will connect like this. You can see by default connected. So the admin database, this is the like connection. Next GUI mode using Compass. So open Compass. Then you have to give the port. What is the port number? We got port default port number. It takes default port number. If it is a Linux system, give the Linux IP address. Then you have to give the this one. Then click on connect. It will connect the in Compass MongoDB database. You can say MongoDB Compass is being installed because we selected MongoDB Compass as well. It will launch once it is done. It will open. Once its install is finished, it will open. Let's wait. Yeah, any queries, any doubts, let me know. Where there is one. Your voice is too low, Harish. We are not able to hear you. Anyone, can you confirm? Able to hear? No, right? No, Harish. Last time also when you joined from home, so it will be same problem. Now also same. You are not able to hear you. Okay, can say it will open. This is the MongoDB Compass connections. PG admin also there. PG admin you can say servers. Here connections. Okay. So this is the how you can compass. Add a new connection. If you want to add the database, add the database. You can say click on add. When you click on add, the URL MongoDB localhost is I install database my localhost only. The same port number. So if you want to give name, so Mongo Windows DB because so database which was installed in Windows environment, local system, Windows DB. Okay, you can give any name, click on save connect. Yes, can say I connected a database which was installed in my local system. I give a name this one. So how many databases are there? By default, 3 databases created. Admin, config, local. Okay. So this is how you can connect via Compass. Okay. So can say click on admin. Yes, I connected admin database. Click on config. I connected config database. So if you want to create a collection means it's a table. Click on local database. Yes. Can say storage, data size, document. Document means record. Indexes. One index is there. So let's say, okay. So yes, the installation finished. Click on completed MongoDB 8.3.4 enterprise setup wizard. Click on finish. So now I want to connect the database in command line mode. In command line mode, what we require? How to connect the database? Command line mode for MongoDB. Yes.
Mongo SH.
Mongo SH. We download the Mongo SH, but we did not install. Let's go and install. Go to downloads. Yes, Mongo SH. Just double click on this. It asking admin credential. Click on yes. Next, you can say going to install default users. You can say click on install. Yes. Please wait. The setup wizard install MongoDB shell. MongoDB shell means Mongo SH. It's a client tool for command line mode. It's done. Now, yes, if you open the CMD, open the command mode, command prompt. So, Mongo SH. I can connect the database, test database. Can say this is not test. Before earlier. So, how can see the databases? Show DBS. Can say admin, config, local. What is the database size? Admin database 40 KB. Configuration 12 KB. Local database 72 KB. So this is how you can connect the database using command line mode using Mongo SH. Suppose if you not install Mongo SH, we cannot connect with the command line mode. Clear? So using MongoDB, what is the server version here? By seeing, tell me, what is the server version exactly? Where you can say? What is the MongoDB server version? This is the MongoDB server version. This is the client version, Mongo SH client version, the same version we downloaded. Clear? So if you want to exit. So how to create the database here? Just use, can say use test database. If the database doesn't exist test, it's going to create. Already DB in test. Yes, we are in the already test. So suppose use test 1. Can say switch to DB test 1. In Postgres, how can switch? /C. Here use. When you use command to switch one database to other database, if the database doesn't exist, it's going to create the database test one. Okay, so this is how you can connect the database, create the database, switch the database, exit. Clear? Any queries from anyone? Okay, so that's about today. Okay, so we install Postgres, MongoDB in Windows platform. We see how to download the MongoDB server software. We install the server software along with the Compass. If you want to install Compass separately, you can download the same. You can download how we download the Mongo SH client tool. We download client tool. We install Mongo SH. With Mongo SH, we can connect the database using command line mode. With the Compass, we can connect the database using GUI mode. Yeah, that's it from my side. Okay, so